Colorado's district attorneys want state lawmakers to hold off for now on reforming criminal justice. That's after new data shows felony cases are up nearly 30% in the past 2 years. Political specialist Sean Boyd on the story at the Capitol. Sean, let's talk about that spike in cases first. Any explanation for it?
And Jim, part of it is violent crime is up 12%. The population has also increased, but that doesn't explain a 30% spike. District attorneys say it would be reckless to move ahead with reforms until they have answers. But the lawmaker leading the reforms has no intention of backing off. They're the worst of the worst crimes: murder, rape, aggravated assault, and the number of Coloradans being charged with them is skyrocketing.
We want to figure out why. Let's not rush forward with more reforms until we know why.
Tom Raines with the Colorado District Attorney's Council says virtually every jurisdiction in the state has seen felony cases rise by 20, 40, 60, even 90% over the last 5 years. The increases come as state lawmakers have enacted reforms lessening sentences for some crimes and making it harder to revoke parole in others.
We're not saying there's a correlation, but we don't know. So when you talk about new legislation that potentially lets felony conduct get a lighter sentence or get out of prison earlier, let's put on the brakes.
It just doesn't make sense to just stop everything because one has some questions. You know, the people who really ought to know best why they're filing more cases are the people filing more cases.
Senator Daniel Kagan is leading many of the reforms. He says there's no evidence to suggest any of those passed or being considered contribute to more felonies.
It may well be that prosecutors feel an obligation to go forward with more cases, particularly in the area of sexual assault.
Contrary to the popular narrative that we create felony cases, we can't do that. We've got to go forward with cases that we have a reasonable likelihood of conviction on.
The president of the District Attorney's Council, Boulder DA Stan Garnett, met with the governor's office to talk about the increase. He says they want to understand things like how much of it is tied to pot or opioids and how many of the defendants are repeat offenders or parolees. Bills dealing with sentencing for habitual offenders and sex offenders among those being considered. Live at the Capitol, Sean Boyd covering Colorado First.
Sean, thank you.